Well, look, these mosquitoes about to get bad out here. I'm gonna have to go on in the house because it's getting about dark too. But I just want to let my sisters know I'm just checking on y'all to see if that man done called yet. He ain't called you yet? You ain't heard nothing from him? Well, that's a good sign that you can go on and take that plate and all that food you done cooked for him or wrapped up for him and go on and give it to somebody else or eat it yourself. Take it down there on Union and give it to the homeless, or take it for your lunch tomorrow, honey, because he ain't coming nowhere. Period. And when he calls tomorrow, that's where the real test's gonna come. It's all right if he ain't called. We all been there. We have all been there. We've all believed something that some man said that was a lie. Because we thought that because we were doing the right thing, he was going to do the right thing. See, you just met him just a few weeks ago, or maybe a couple of months ago, and he didn't tell you that he already had another girl, because the reason you ain't heard from him is because he's with the woman that he already had when you met him. Now, you probably feeling bad about yourself. Don't do it. It ain't your fault. You should never feel bad about the lack of character or integrity that somebody else has. Now, if you don't think somebody can be worse off than you, just imagine if you had been with him for a few months, a few years, in a relationship with him, and you was married, and you hadn't heard from him all weekend, and you hadn't heard from one of your best buddies or your best girlfriends this weekend either, only to find out why you hadn't heard from either one of them and why both of them was missing in action at the same time. So I hope that makes you feel better about your situation. Well, you really ain't in no situation. At least you found out he was full of bull sugar before you got too far down the road with him. Remember, the most important thing, honey, is that you love yourself and that you be good to yourself, because when you do that so long, it becomes second nature. You'll love yourself and be so good to yourself that whatever man finds you, honey, can't help but do the same thing too. Peace. I love you. And you're wrong, because while you wrapping that plate up saving it for some man that ain't coming over to your house, you could have called me and fed me. I've been at work all day and I ain't even had to send them no barbecue. See how y'all do me? Later.